Yeah. Okay.
Hey, we're back after the commercials.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh-huh.
they weren't commercials, but well, there were some technological problems. I won't go into the details. Um, but we were in the midst of having a really juicy conversation about creativity and art and trauma therapy. And
Yeah, you were just saying how a wonderful resource is art
mm,
uh, to heal trauma situations, no?
exactly,
And
yeah.
how is it that sometimes when we are going through critical times in our life, art can save us?
It can't be a savior, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like the cut of your jib as an expression that they used to use in the Royal Navy in England. The jib was like a little vest. But I like the way, I like your style, Inés. Um, you've always been really authentic, you've had a certain rhythm, the way that you are, with yourself and with other people, and kind of a perceptive, w watching, being sort of mindful and observing, processing. So I'm excited to see what emerges from this new stage of your life where you're more alone and therefore free to do what your heart wants you to do, your soul maybe. And, um, can't you give us just one little hint? You've been very secretive about. I know you don't want to spill the beans too much, but
No, no, it's just basically is that. It's like how I going to um, 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 tejer is
uh, to
weave,
sew together, weave.
weave like interweave
Yeah.
things. No, I just came 58 this
Uh,
year.
you're a young whippersnapper.
Um, well, I'm close to 60s, and I think that that's an amazing time in a person's life because
Yeah.
it's just that time when you can understand your whole trajectory and
Yeah.
what how can you make a legacy, so that's my intention. My intention is how to encourage people to be authentic because, as you said, being authentic is one of my principal searchings in life.
Yeah.
I truly believe that it's very important to be so. And I think it's a battle right now because social media tends to unify everyone and everything. So I think it's very important that we find a way to be our own
Yes.
destiny, like
Right.
own it, no?
Exactly.
And that everybody can own their lives, and as Ron said, your life belongs to you. So
Mhm.
I want people to own their life and to be creative with their lives, and that's why I want to do this merge or this interweaving of things. And I'm working on that. Like, I can say a lot more because we are looking. I said we because there are people advising me of how
Oh,
to do
right.
this
You have
the
a bit of a
best
team.
way. Yeah. So we are looking for the best way to do it,
Uh-huh.
and that's being we are working on that still. So it's just a few months from here, and then it will be outside. But
Yeah.
the main thing is that we are looking for this profile, like
Huh.
encouraging people to be themselves, to own their lives and being creative about their lives and do what they came here to do.
Exactly. To find
Basically.
each one has a purpose, you might say, or a mission in some way to make the world a better place. And as you were saying, the social media is wonderful. It's amazing. The internet and AI, but there is a tendency for all of us to be subsumed into a digitalized world. So tempting, so easy to get sucked into that and lose individuality. So that's why the arts is so important to, even if it's just going out with some friends and dancing in a club, or getting together and singing, or making up some storytelling, things like that, where we have our what do you call it? There's the carbon print, right? There's silicon and carbon, the carbon print of our voice and our vibration and our heart's desire and our purpose, our DNA.
And now that you're saying about storytelling, like Daniel Siegel says in one of his books, how important it is for us to tell a story in order to give it sense, to understand what's going on in our lives. And I see the wonders of internet, but also I see how it can be dangerous, because it tends to unify. Like, sometimes people is like very under the impression that everybody thinks what they think, and it's not like that at all. So I want to also, to make differences very
the diversity.
Visible, visible, no, and honor that differences, because it's fundamental that we do that, because otherwise it happens what it's happening right now. So art, like the role of art through all history has always been like the subversive voice that makes a statement. So we have to do that. Like, that's the power of art also. Like, it stands for...
takes courage to express your authentic voice, because the truth teller through art or journalism even is not always very popular, because often, as you say, it goes against the grain and it's challenging, it's dangerous. So that's why artists they're like the vanguard, the visionaries, the dreamers, the artists, the poets are the ones that sort of save our society, even in really hard times like we're in now.
And like something that I always have very in my mind, it's a book that explains the trajectory of the hero,
Hero's journey.
The hero's journey, and it's Carol Pearson's book. And it ends, like the 12 archetypes that you go through this journey. But the very last one is the I don't know how to say that in English, buffon.
The Joker.
The Joker. It's the very last one, And that's such an amazing thing, because it goes after the wise man, after the emperor, after, the most powerful one is the one that says the truth. Is the one that makes jokes and has the dare to speak the truth and tell the governor and the emperor and the wise man the truth.
Yes. Well, it's interesting in the tarot, the zero card, which is like the alpha and the omega, the beginning, the end is the fool.
Oh,
so there's a kind of an innocence, like the child,
exactly,
curiosity, and the playfulness of the child, but at the same time, the wisdom of
Well, it's the same in this model of the hero trajectories. The very first one is innocent, and
Yeah.
the last one is the fool.
Right. So they come together. Yeah. So
Mhm.
would you say that your art or your healing therapy, whatever it is,
Mhm.
what you're offering is coming from that space?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Mhm.
Excellent. Right. Wow. That's very inspiring, and I really look forward to reading more about it, maybe, or seeing some visuals, some images, and getting a little taste. And maybe we'll have you back again sometime on the Substack when you're a little bit more willing to share the details.
Well, when we
Fingers
have
crossed.
something,
Yeah.
you
On the,
know,
yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah,
getting it together, finding the right vehicle, like you want to
yeah,
fine-tune
exactly.
it, so it's just
We
right.
are
Right.
we are looking for that, like we are trying to understand how to make this happen and finding the very best way, because it could be like a podcast or a webinar or blah, 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 many things. So we are trying to understand how to do this in a very successful way. So stay tuned.
Exactly.
It
Ladies
will
and
happen
gentlemen.
soon. It will happen soon. Yeah.
Well, Inés, muchas gracias por venir. It's been a real delight to see you again and to hear your voice and to check in with where you're at in your journey, your hero's journey, and like a very fertile time, creative time. So all the best in going forward.
Yeah.
Just remembered also you mentioned you're 58, so that's in astrology, that's when Saturn comes the second time back to its original position on the
Mm,
Saturn return. And
yeah.
it's a time when we really, especially if you're aware, as you are, um, then you can really sort of bring things together and understand some of the
Yeah.
processes that have been going on and sort of clean house in preparation for a new cycle of 29 years.
Exactly. Like I understand Saturn as that uh, teacher that says, "Okay, give me the homework."
Yeah. And if you don't,
Uh,
then you get a little
yeah.
slap on the wrist.
Yeah. I know. I know.
The
Thank you
ultimate.
very much. It's been such a lovely time as always. I love you very much. Thank you. Thank you
Same
for
here,
being
Sydney. I'm
here.
so happy that we've kept in touch over these years, and maybe someday we'll collaborate on some creative project.
Maybe.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Hasta
Bye bye.
luego. Bye
Thank
bye.
you very much. Bye.
Bueno,